Pay attention at the back. I'm doing this for your benefit, you know. We're going to put on a performance, and I want you to applaud at the appropriate times. Now, previous episodes of Doctor...
Press the button. Press the button. Press the button.
That's pressing it. That's pressing the bloody button. So you're going to applaud when I tell you to, and then later you're all going to shit yourselves.
Noisily.
So, without further ado, we're going to start.
And none of us have read the script.
The Milky Way. A large, expansive spiral galaxy, roughly 75,000 light-years from side to side. Home to the human race and many alien species, it swarms with activity. Every day, billions of people go to work, worship their deities, and fly off into the void. These are the daily doings of the known galaxy. This is Beyond Dockers.
It started with the forging of the Hotten Mug, deep within the fires of Eden. Well, it's only on fire because it was so close to the sun, but still on fire. And having burnt the making of the first mug, and indeed the 34th mug, something was formed from the scrap metal that stretched light years around Alpha Centauri. The Hutton Mug. 50 mugs were, plus 46, were raffled off immediately and given to those most eager to buy tickets. 70 mugs were given to the people who delivered the most scrap to the project, and thousands were given away to the people who did crazy, crazy stuff, like running ECM. Within these mugs were given the... Oh, will you stop? Within these mugs... Okay, an error to have suggested that you stop. Within these mugs was given the power to cure all mods, to promote unity throughout the galaxy, and of course, to hold a lovely hot beverage. But they were all deceived, for within the galaxy there was one other mug. Thrown on the potter's wheel, deep within the recesses of Barnard Station, station manager David Broobin forged the one true mug, in which he poured all of his mug-based knowledge, his rage, and his sexual frustration, along with half a woolly jumper that got caught in the clay. One mug to outbrew them all. One by one, one! I said one! One by one, the stations of the inner bubble found themselves in possession of a... But there were some that resisted, and we forced them to take the damn thing anyway. But most of them just wanted a free. Some even went out of their way to earn a... So much was the pride invested in its ownership. The free people of the galaxy began to think mods was a disease of the past. Such was the distribution of the... There's always one. It was in this moment that the Broobin struck, using resonant frequency of the scrapped frameshift drives contained within all the... Broobin succeeded in turning everybody's brew stone cold. People were no longer cured of mods, and people's tongues stuck to the rims. One by one, the stations of the free galaxy began to fall, overrun by mods and clinging to the edge of survival. The Broobin's victory was almost complete when he did a very silly thing. He put his brew down and completely forgot where he put it. It was picked up later that day by one of the most smelly and neurotic of creatures, the humble space traffic controller called Sean. The mug consumed Sean. You missed that one, didn't you? The mug consumed Sean, giving him unnatural libido, and over the next 500 months, he masturbated himself to death. The was then taken by another utter cockwomble called Richard. It gave him a much more manly presence, and his wife May was a very happy woman for several years. But the betrayed Richard by squishing him under a Thargoid, and the was forgotten and left on a shelf collecting dust. The free galaxies... Try again, the free galaxies. Thank you. Returned to normal operation, and things that should not have been forgotten were filed in a large filing cabinet in Sol. Filing cabinet. The sat Anaconda, where'd that one come from? Brilliant. The mug sat on its shelf, biding its time, until rumours of a mass wave of mods reached its handle. Once again, the people of the free galaxy took to the delivering it to the thousands to cure the pestilence that spread from station to station. The fell off its shelf and rolled to an exit, determined once again to reunite with its master. But then something happened that the didn't expect. It was kicked into a wall by the most foul-mouthed of people.
Can people not put their fucking trash in the bins provided? It's bad enough going around the back of that progenitor cells place. All those needles. I had a foot like a fucking porcupine walking through there. I swear, my left foot is 10 years younger than my right.
Oh, hang on. That mug looked like it'd make...
Good luck, Pete.
That drinking receptacle looks like it made of something sturdier than the usual McThargoid ones. It didn't shatter into a million toxic foam pieces, for a start. Ooh, it's quite shiny. You never know. It might be worth something.
Oh, great. Another bit of shite to add to our ever-growing collection. That stuffed bog spaniel you bought still gives me the creeps. I swear he's asking me to put him out of his misery.
That's a rare stuffed specimen. You can't just buy them anywhere, you know.
Let's have a look at this mug, then.
That's the noise of a vacuum cleaner.
Keep going, keep going.
That's a didgeridoo.
Can you guess what it is yet, guys?
Whoa, that's strange. Is that a void opal in there?
A void opal? Those things are worth a fortune. We're rich, Fanny. Let's see. Ooh. It leaves you feeling a bit frisky, doesn't it? That's a void opal, all right.
Well, you can put that thing down. It's not getting any use today.
Why would I put this mug down? It's worth a fortune.
I wasn't talking about the mug.
Oh, maybe I got a bit excited.
I've not seen it that stiff since the day you called that wild Bobasaurus. I'm weird.
Almost trampled me to death.
I don't think sitting on your face can be called trampled to death. Watch out, someone's coming.
Hello, good morning. How are you two? I loved your programme on the jumping snail last week. Very informative. Oh, Richard's mug.
My mug now. My
Funny.
My mug now.
Funny. Funny, Richard said that when he took it from Sean.
Oh, for fuck's sake, another claimant to this bloody mug. What is it about this thing that everyone wants? Can I just point out that I found it, so it's mine?
You don't understand. That mug is dangerous. It killed Richard, and before that it ruined Sean's life. You need to get rid of it before it causes more harm.
Dangerous or not, it's mine now. And I'm not just handing it over because you have a sob story.
I'm serious. The mug has powers that you can't even begin to comprehend. It has the ability to manipulate people, to drive them mad, turn them into sexual deviants.
Sounds like a lot of bollocks to me. A mug is a mug. If it's worth something, I'm going to keep it.
Exactly. And besides, what harm can a mug do anyway?
What the fuck is that noise?
It's the mug. It's reacting to something. It's probably enjoying the argument you two are having over who owns what. We need to get rid of it now.
No way, it's staying right here.
How are you going to do that one?
The direction says eerie silence. I can't do that.
Okay, that was weird. Maybe she's right. Willy, maybe we could get rid of it. I mean, I've heard some strange shit about cursed objects. There were these roller skates I read about that made the wearer break as many bones as they could.
No, we're keeping it. It's our ticket to a better life. No more chasing jumping snails, frisky hyenas, or penis-humped bumblebees.
Look, we don't have much time.
Time for what? I've got nothing planned for the rest of the day.
Time before it consumes you both. Just like it did Richard and Sean. Please, trust me, we need to destroy it.
All right. Fine. How do we get rid of it?
We have to throw it into Van Maanen's star. It's the only way to make sure it doesn't harm anyone else.
Are you mad? How the hell are we supposed to do that? One doesn't simply jump into Van Maanen's star. I don't even have the permit for it. No, I think I'll stick it on Galbay, and it's off to the pleasure palace I go.
Getting louder. That sounds like one of your farts after curry night. And if this thing is anything like those, it needs to go. I'm with what's her face on this one.
Oh, look. There's something shiny inside this mug.
Don't look at it.
It's a huge golden jumper with an enormous logo on it. Wait, I see an office. What looks like a security guard. He's being beaten forcibly with what looks like this very mug. Hey, I was watching that.
The mug will deceive you. It wants to kill you, and it's showing you how it likes to operate. We have to take it to Cannon. One of their wise scientists will be able to tell you what to do with it.
Really? Wise men in Cannon? Are you sure? All right, lead the way, but this better be worth it. I'm still not convinced we don't just want to sell this thing.
Right, here we go again. Fanny, Willy, and May, and some cursed... You were slow. And some cursed... in tow, are off to find a wise scientist in Canon. It's a fool's errand. No, actually it's LCU no fools like one's errand. He's the go-to guy for ancient galaxy artifacts and other nonsense like that. They're trudging through the station's bustling corridors, probably hoping that he can solve all their problems. Honestly, I'm only narrating this because I'm getting paid. Alice? If you're listening, you still owe me a bottle of whiskey. How the hell am I supposed to get through this bollocks without it? We rejoin the party as they enter the laboratory.
Oh, bloody marvellous. Who the hell are you? Not more bloody Raxler hunters. I hope... when I say my door is always open, I mean the airlock door. What do you want?
Oh, wise science man, we need your help. The mug is cursed, and we need your help in order to destroy it.
Him? Wise? We are so doomed.
Ah, the anti-mug. I know all about it. It takes its destructive power, its ability to give people fatal genital OCD.
What do you mean?
Terminal autoeroticism.
I haven't a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Fatal compulsive onanism.
It's going to be fatal for you if you don't start talking fucking sense.
He means they wank themselves to death.
Oh, well, why didn't you fucking say so, you specky propeller head?
Well, that's it then. We'd better stock up on hand cream and tissues.
No, we fucking won't. I'm not sitting here while you wank yourself to death. Let's get rid of it.
So what do we do with the mug? It can't stay here.
Absolutely not. You need to take it to Van Mannen's star. It's the only star that has the power to melt it with its peaceful aura, even. And you'll need a permit, which I just so happen to have. They don't just allow anyone into the Van Mannen star. I'm going there today to give a demonstration of my latest invention to the monks.
Your latest invention? It'll be shit then. The monks will like that.
How did you know? My research is supposed to be secret.
It was a lucky guess.
I have a taxi booked for Van Mannen Star, taxi number 13. Get on board and I'll meet you as soon as I've loaded my cargo.
Taxi? Are you serious?
Deadly serious. The taxi will be the last place they're looking for that mug. I don't think you understand how dangerous that thing is. Trust me, you don't want to end up gasping your final breath begging for more lube.
Willy would be just fine with that. All right, fine. Let's get this over with. Are you coming, May?
No fucking way. I mean, no. I have to clean the McStiffy machine at McThardoids. I'm sure you can handle it.
I wouldn't know the first thing about handling a McStiffy machine. I'll stick to destroying the mug.
Yeah, she's good at destroying things.
I'll smash your mug in a minute.
Hold on. Who's going to be looking for that mug?
There were two men who had succumbed to Broobin's power through drinking from which reduced them to civil servants, bound to the power of the one mug. Well done. And completely under Broobin's control. They are Broobin's most miserable servants, the customs officers. They have been searching for and rumour has it they have captured the previous bearer and Jack Sophalot is interrogating them.
My precious, you can't have it. It's mine.
Now hold still, please, sir. I just want to examine your ring for contraband.
No, not my precious ring.
Take a deep breath, sir. This won't hurt a bit. It will hurt a lot. We've run out of lube.
He's ruining it.
Well, that depends on what you're using it for, sir. Some say the larger bore helps them do the number twos faster.
Fanny.
I can assure you, sir, that if you had one of those, I'd be searching it too.
Fanny has it. Fanny has the mug. Nasty naturalists took it away.
Thank you for your cooperation. If I were you, I'd just get that prostate checked out. It was so swollen that for a minute I thought it was a mug handle. Now, you might feel a slight tug.
I wondered how long it'd take. In the hangar, a young lady in stripper heels and gravity-defying boobs is waiting patiently in line for a taxi. Who writes this shit? There's no gravity at a Coriolis station. In the hangar, a young lady in stripper heels and Coriolis effect-defying boobs is waiting patiently in line for a taxi. I'm just counting the minutes until I can wrap this up and get back to something that doesn't make me want to gouge my eyes out with an issue. Umbrella. Alice! For the love of all that is holy, if you don't get me that whiskey soon, I swear I'm going to lose it.
I'm freezing my tits off here. Let's just get the first apex and get this over with.
We're supposed to get number 13 with that idiot scientist. Besides, that young lady is ahead of us in the queue.
Fuck that. I am not getting in number 13. It's unlucky. We could get sucked off by a black hole.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting in the first apex that comes along.
Here comes one now. Oh, but it's not number 13, it's 69.
I don't give a shit what number it is. I'm getting it.
If anyone's having 69, it's going to be me. I was here first, and that's my apex.
Yeah? Well, this is my fist, so if you don't want to leave it in an ambulance, get your fake fucking tits out of my way, you bandy-legged cunt.
Oi! They ain't fake. I'll have you know that I'm in the top 10 in the search terms for big naturals.
Oh, really? That's interesting. We're naturalists. Perhaps I've heard of you.
Come on, Willy. We're getting that apex.
No, you fucking don't. Get back at the queue.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hiya!
Willy and Fanny, well, Fanny mainly, fight their way onto the apex and settle down for the trip to Van Maanen's star, not realizing that everything was not as it seemed. Our foolish scientist makes his way to Van Maanen's... God, it goes on forever, this. Our foolish scientist makes his way to Van Maanen's star in the... Wrong! Legitimate. You didn't say legitimate. Taxi, where we join him for his presentation of his latest shit invention. Alice! Is that literal or figurative? What do you mean both? The script doesn't make any sense. The monks from the Sublime Order of Van Maanen's Star are a mostly peaceful sect who tend the contemplating gardens and lush parklands of O'Connor City. What many people don't know is that the brothers also collect and process bio-waste created by the station's 150,000 inhabitants before selling it on to agricultural facilities in the local bubble. Abbot Boys has engaged in the services of Canon Interstellar Research, hoping that they will be able to help him boost productivity.
Brothers, due to your utter fucking incompetence and complete shitting inability to improve productivity, we've been unable to fulfill orders for our product. 1 minute you're telling me there's not enough shit and there's nothing for the processors to chew on, and the next, there's too much shit and it's backing up. All you give me is problems and not solutions. So that is why I asked Canon fucking Interstellar Research to send me a shit scientist. So they sent me LCU. No fool like one. Fuck me, your name's more of a mouthful than a dehydrated shit kibble. Welcome, fool. Tell everyone how to do their fucking jobs.
Well, thank you for that introduction, Abbot boys. It's such a delight to be here. Many of you won't recognize me without the full hazmat suit, but I have been shadowing you as I perform a time and motion study. What I've concluded is your problem is simply the timing of the motions.
No shit.
Yes, and also too much shit. Your citizens all tend to go to the toilet at the same time. The problem is particularly acute when Lave Radio and Hutton Orbital Radio come on.
Yes, I suppose everyone goes for a lengthy shit when they're on.
Indeed. So much of the time your vital infrastructure lies underutilized or overwhelmed.
We didn't need a shit-fucking scientist to tell us the bloody obvious.
Actually, my speciality is exobiology. I don't know why they told you I was a shit scientist. No matter. What you need is greater control over people's movements.
How the fuck are we supposed to get people to shit on demand?
It's elementary, my dear Abbot. You can do it using this device that I've invented called the Luxinator. Ooh. Inspired by Hutton Orbital Radio, my patented device emits a specially tuned radio signal that causes the muscles of the colon to gently spasm, completely liquefying any excretia. This affects anyone in range of the device. You can probably feel a sensation like butterflies right now.
What's going to stop people just shitting themselves then?
Well, there's a second harmonic frequency that causes the sphincter to slam shut like an airlock door in a blowout.
I must admit, I did feel like I was puckering up. Oh, yes, tighter than a camel's ass in a sandstorm. No leakage at all. Very good.
Now then, at the precise time that you need a delivery, you just point the antenna at your subject and pull the trigger. The sphincter will relax and your subject will defecate on demand.
It does sound like we need a volunteer. Brother Partus, bring us the holy bucket of Saluki.
Yes, Abbot. May I say what a great honour it is. This is going to be the first.
Just shut your fucking trap and bring the bucket over here. You're not getting the honour of being fucking first to have their bells plundered by this device. Oh no, that'd be too easy. We need someone renowned for the toughest, hardest to extract shit in the system. Brother Constipatious, get your ass over here.
Thank you, Abbot. I won't let you down. I've been eating that Gnosis avian cheese, and my stools are so hard you could use them to hammer nails with.
It is true, Abbot. His stools have been resistant to all efforts to extract them. We broke 3 pairs of forceps this morning. He will be a most satisfactory test subject.
I broke a blood vessel in my eye, straining to get one out this morning.
Brother Constipatious, you've got nothing to brag about. We can't sell shit if you can't produce it. You're lucky that your shit talent is actually required here, or you'd be licking the sluices clean. Just assume the position and shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Abbot.
Oh, fool! Be ready for your demonstration. I don't fancy your chances of success.
Very well. I just point the device like so and pull the trigger like this.
Sweet lassie, mother of dog, I'm turning inside out. Oh, dog, make it stop.
And release the trigger to cut off the flow.
Oh, give it here. This is bloody genius. What is this red button?
No, don't press that one. That's the broadcast.
This show is so unpopular that... And thank you. This show is so unpopular, no respectable critic will go near it. I'm not sure I should either, frankly. So perhaps it's why the cast are so enthusiastically giving us their verdict. To be fair, it is rather better reviewed than I was expecting. Meanwhile, back on the wrong taxi, Willy and Fanny are getting a little impatient. All right, stop now. No. Actually, no, you might want to check that one for lumps. Meanwhile, back on the wrong taxi, Willy and Fanny are getting a little impatient.
I told you we should have waited for the right apex. This one's really unpleasant. I think I'm sitting in a wet patch.
What the fuck is this? It smells like a Thargoid's arsehole after a chili contest back here. Sloshing! Two things I hate in life, things that slosh and things that bite.
You must be very security-minded. There are cameras everywhere.
Hello, love. Oh, I wasn't expecting two of you.
Yes. I'm the scientist who, booked you, and this is my assistant.
Okay. Like I said, I wasn't expecting two of you. But I suppose I could do a spit roast.
Gosh, that's pretty impressive for an in-flight meal. I was just expecting a couple of curled-up sandwiches.
Spit roast? More like tuna sandwiches by the smell of it.
We can follow up with a cream pie.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I think the previous fare must have spat theirs out. Look, it's all over the seats.
Oh, it looks very unhygienic.
Get your Dyson out and scan it for vistagenomics. If it's bacterium informum, it might be worth 8 million.
Good idea.
No, that's a funny-looking vibrator.
Oh, it doesn't vibrate much. It just sort of expands and contracts, and then you collect the secretions in this container.
Right, let's get started then. Time is money. Let's get the money shot in time.
What a peculiar man.
Action!
Oh, bless you.
So, you haven't got enough money to pay for your fare then?
No, you're all right. I've got some credits right here.
Yeah, but it's not enough, is it, love?
No.
You'll have to come some other way to pay.
No, it's fine. I've got more than enough to pay for this shit heap.
Look, I'll just put it on autopilot and you can grab hold of the stick here.
What the fuck are you doing? Grab it? I'm gonna rip that fucking thing off if you don't get it out of my face.
Come on, love. If you give it a suck, I'll give you a ride for free.
The only suck you're gonna get is out the fucking airlock, you sick bastard.
After giving the fake Apex pilot a pounding, Fanny stuffs his unconscious body into an escape pod and takes control of the ship, setting course for Van Maanen's star. That reminds me, I need to get my prostate looked at. Meanwhile, meanwhile, David Broobin is preparing to speak at the launch of the new Lakon Type 8. The new ship has achieved a cult following, and there is a lengthy waiting list with only the very richest idiots being able to afford the arcs for early access.
Michelle, I thought I told you not to let schoolchildren in my office. It's covered in all their strange drawings of fantasy spaceships. I mean, look at this one. It looks like someone's taken a block of cheese and shoved 2 kebab skewers up the front.
I think you will find that is the new Lakon Type 8, your prestigiousness.
This badly welded hydraulic ship, but it's hideous. It reminds me of when Mother accidentally machine-washed one of my jumpers. Took me a week to find the end of my arms. I think the designers at Lakon have gone mental, Michelle. They'll never sell this pile of rubbish.
There's no accounting for taste, your tastefulness?
What kind of people would waste all their arcs on something as ugly as this? Mind you, I've been down to the centre of the station after midnight. It's filled with drunken idiots and riffraff who wouldn't know good taste if it smacked them in the face. No wonder they'd spend their hard-earned credits on this abomination. They probably think it's the height of sophistication.
Indeed, Your Exquisiteness. There's no shortage of people with more money than sense. Or perhaps it's a new trend among the utterly tasteless and deranged idiots.
Quite right, Michelle. There's no shortage of those round here.
I am indeed surrounded by them, Your Exceptionalness.
And thank dog for that. If it wasn't for all these Lacon fanboys queuing up to hand over their arcs for this bloody carbuncle, we would be stuffed. Have you any idea how much these new stronghold carriers are going to cost us?
I believe you said a bloody fortune, Your Stinginess.
No, Michelle. I explicitly said fucking fortune. It would be a lot easier if I had my old mug. Old mugs, those are the real treasures, Michelle. They have character, you know? A bit of wear that makes them special. A handle that fits your grip just right. And let's not forget their unparalleled sturdiness. There was something undeniably satisfying about the heft of that old mug. Especially when it came to, say, hurling it at someone. Have you found it?
Let's remember how you lost it. It was the launch of the Type 7. You remember that, Your Muglessness? And then you said, I'll knock some sense into this designer, and that's the last time you saw it.
Yes. For some reason, my mind blanks out after that. Turns out it takes quite a lot of time and effort to knock sense into someone. Who knew?
Well, it's got to be on the station somewhere, Your Regalness. I think it's time for the presentation. Don't forget to shake hands with Lacon Muskie.
Oh, dog! He's not here, is he? He's got that weird-shaped head that makes me want to panel beat it into a mug.
No, he's not here, Your Prestigiousness. He's appearing virtually through his new platform.
Why?
That's the one. Just face him, pretend to shake hands, then launch the mug, Your Humbleness.
Oh, good! Well, let's get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, another new spaceship. I present the Lacon Type 8. Deluded looks even worse in the flesh. Isn't she a beauty? Perhaps the best ship in the Lacon range between the Type 7 and 9. I was just saying to Michelle, this has design award written all over it. It has unique on-surface capabilities, but be aware that deploying an SRV on anything other than completely smooth terrain may void the warranty. And try not to land front end first. Our test pilot is still skewered into a planet in Wolf 12. This ship is a rugged workhorse. You could even use it for hauling skips full of engineering materials on those arms. Or you can use it to take your filthy kids to and from school. Or a rotisserie nice chicken for your children. Anyway, equipped with an SCO drive, you'll be able to use up all of your fuel while traveling at ludicrous speeds. And somehow Lacon have managed to create the first ship with frictional drag in space. This one here is called the Wizard's Sleeve, with the largest cargo hold this ship can handle. Okay, settle down. I know what you're all here for, the ceremonial launching of this ship. So with this mug, I shall now simultaneously declare this ship for sale and demonstrate that the new Type 8 is completely mug-proof. Michelle, the ceremonial mug, please.
Your mug, Your Majesticness. Don't forget the handshake, Your Impatientness.
Mug!
And don't hit the mug too hard on the exterior, Oh, too late.
Michelle, I thought I told you no pyrotechnics. Was it supposed to all explode like that? Oh, Michelle, I just felt a disturbance in the farce, as if a million mugs cried out. And you lot, a million mugs cried out all at once. I think something terrible has happened to my poor old mug.
We rejoin Will and Fanny at Van Maanen's star. Jostled by the unimaginable forces of the jets from the White Dwarf, the fake apex is slowly tearing itself apart. The mug is gone, jettisoned in the white-hot radiation, its power dissipated. Much like the fuel from the fake apex, actually, which is now almost certainly doomed.
Well, you did it, Fanny. You ejected the mug and all our fuel. So, thanks for that.
Oh, don't be such a baby. We can scoop some more.
Well, for starters, this is an apex.
Fake apex. So what?
It doesn't have a bloody fuel scoop. Even if it did, you can't fuel scoop from a white dwarf.
Does that mean we're stuck here?
Oh, no, we're not stuck here. We're going to be slowly ripped apart, molecule by molecule, by the radiation, and ride the jets to the next galaxy.
Oh, no. I'm too young to die. What am I going to do?
Maybe we should ask the pilot. Oh, no, we can't. Because you ejected his escape pod into the jets of a white dwarf.
How was I supposed to know he was going to melt like that?
Well, at least we have a preview of how we're going to die, with our faces melting off like a Salvador Dali painting animated by AI.
I thought the way his eyeballs exploded was very impressive.
Yes. Oh, Fanny. Oh, Fanny. Oh, Fanny. Look out there. Can you see some ships?
Oh, yes! It's eagles. The eagles are coming. The eagles are coming. We're saved.
No, I don't think they are eagles. It looks more like Python Mark IIs. I'll see if I can get them on the radio.
Give me that thing. Help! Get your arses over here and save us. I don't want my eyeballs to turn inside out and explode.
So glad to found you in time. Don't worry, we'll soon have you safe. Did you destroy the mug?
Oh, yes. We destroyed it.
Excellent, good job. I hope you had a good time.
A good time? Are you fucking kidding me? We had to fight our way into this stinking jizz-splattered apex. The pilot tried to shag me. And then we've been sat here watching this solar wind ripping his molecules off while we wait to die.
And we never did get to try the catering. I was looking forward to the spit roast.
Oh, shut up about the fucking spit roast.
It sounds like you had a fabulous adventure.
What I want to know is why the fuck you didn't just fly us out of here in the Pythons and save us all the bother.
Well, the Python Mark II wasn't up for general release until after the Type 8 launch. I wasn't going to waste my money on ARCs on early access.
When I get my hands on you, I'm going to rip off both your...
Don't pay any attention to Fanny. I'm sure she'll calm down. Do hurry up and get us out of here.
With the mug destroyed, Broobin's designs on galactic domination reverted to more mundane methods, such as bounty hunting, assassination, missions, deliveries of gin and... Well done, you're still awake. Deliveries of gin and... nipple clamps and comfortable jumpers. The citizens of the galaxy went about their business once more, doing that stupid, pointless shit that they've always done. Making money so they can buy more ships to make more money, so buy more ships, and so on and so on. Fanny and Willy were not unchanged by their experience. Willy remains deeply affected by a yeast infection that he caught on the seat of the fake taxi. And he left in search of a spit roast with Fanny. Hold on. Is this the end? It's a bit weak. It should have ended when they destroyed the mug instead of dragging it out with all this happily ever after nonsense. We didn't even get to see them destroy it. Alice, where's that bloody whiskey? No, just bring the bottle. I found an old that I can use.